Welcome back in the next session, that is Python IDEs. Here I will discuss about integrated development environment, which is used for the Python coding debugging purpose. So let's see, there are three main IDEs are there. Which one? So first one is IDLE, which called the integrated development learning environment, versus we discuss about the code, and we'll discuss about the Jupyter. These are the common and most frequently used IDs for the Python. Okay, what does it mean by ID? When we talk about ID, it's a integrated development. E stands for environment. A tool where you write, run, and debug the code. So this integrated development environment gives the flexibility to the user, to the programmer, to the coder to write their logic, run to validate that whether the code or logic is correct or not. In case not, then debug your code and fix the issue. Now let's see the what is IDLE. This is the first IDE, right? Where we will talk about IDLE. This is integrated development. L stands for learning, E stands for environment. So this comes with the pre-installed with the Python. When you install the Python on your local setup or system, right? This comes as a pre-install. You don't need additional installation. Second is that this is very lightweight and easy to use. This is very, very useful for the beginner who are learning the Python programming. It's very good IDE. Specifically designed for beginners to learn Python. As I mentioned, this is the beginner friendly. This is also called as a user friendly. But keep in mind, this is not for the advanced developer or those who know Python in advance. There are other IDs that are available for them, because every ID having the different purpose. This is for beginners. Now let's see. Every ID having the certain pros and cons. So pros we have to discuss. Let's see the what are the cons available. Limited feature for larger project. In case you are working on the larger project for your organization, or it could be a personal project, then the feature is limited here. This do not having the more intelligence which can help programmer or developer. Second, basic user interface, no extension or plugin feature are available in this IDE. Third one is no advanced auto completion or version control integration. This is the one of the drawback, which you can see major drawback, I would say. There is no advanced auto completion. So usually what does it mean by auto completion? It means that if there are certain IDs are available like PyCharm, like there is a PyCharm ID are there, then there is a Jupyter are there. These are AI enabled now, right? So when you starting the writing the code, it will give you all the possibility indication that what should be the next code, right? Whether you are doing something wrong or not, right? So that will give you all the possibility how based on the model it has trained, right? So there is no advanced auto completion or version control integration feature are here. Let's move on. The second is VS Code. This is called Visual Studio Code, and it is for the Microsoft. It comes with the Microsoft. What is VS Code? A free, open source, lightweight but powerful code editor from the Microsoft. Okay, so you can download this VS Code, right, and can use this VS Code. Second feature is that it supports multiple language with rich feature via the extension. And third is popular among professional developer for Python and the beyond. So most of the developers, professionals developers using VS Code. Why? There are reason which we have discussed. It supports multiple language it supports. Second thing, by feature wise, it is very rich. right? And nowadays, Microsoft VS Code is having AI inbuilt. AI inbuilt. AI inbuilt. Okay. So this gives you very advantage for the coder, for the developer, that in case if you having the some dot or some you don't know any the right syntax, right, it will give you the possibilities of the syntax, that what should be your next syntax, right? So that gives the make developers lives very easy as far as coding is concerned. Now, as I have discussed, every IDE having certain pros and cons, so there are certain cons are also for the VS Code. What are the cons? Slight learning curve for complete beginners. This is not as useful for the beginners. Need some initial setup. What does it mean? You have to install Python extension. So first you install the VS Code, and then for to run the Python code, to write the Python code, you need to have Python extension download. You have to go Python extension download. So now we will see from where we can download Visual Studio Code and how we can download Python extension. So let's move directly on the website. So what I will do, I will here give the VS Code, okay, and as you can see here, right, Visual Studio Code, right, you can see. So what I will do, I will not going to install, rather than go directly on the website. Okay, so let it open, and so here we go. So this is the code.visualstudio.com download. So as you can see, they have the different load version for the Windows OS, for the Mac OS, right? So as per your OS, you can download the version. Okay, you can download the version. Next, come down, and what I can see you here is that, let's see where is the, once you download this one, it will point towards the something. Okay, let me see that. So here is the thanks for downloading VS Code. So as you can see, VS Code has started to download, and after that, let's see, these are the feature which it has explained about that. And look at this, what I am talking, that top extension. So if you are working with the Python, then you have to download this extension. So just click it on this Python extension and you can install here, and then you can easily code it, run it, and in case any debug issue, then you can also debug it, right? So this is how you can do that. Okay, so now I'm moving on the back to the presentation. Okay, just let me click it. Okay, so we have discussed, and this is the link which I have also given you. So in case you have to go through, download the Visual Studio Code, you can do that, and then you can install the Python extension as well. Let's move on. The third IDE is very famous, which most of the programmer or the data science engineer, ML engineer, for the education purpose we use, and that is name is Jupyter Notebook. Let's see what is Jupyter Notebook. This is very interactive web-based notebook environment are there. It is completely web-based. Even you don't install it, you can use it. Mostly used in the data science, the machine learning, ML, and the education. So those who are in the education line, whether it's a professor, whether it's the trainer, they mostly use or prefer Jupyter because it gives the lots of flexibility. What flexibility means? Allows mixing of code, the visuals, and markdowns in a single document. So you can do any visualization here. You can do the the complex kind of the physics, the chemistry, kind of you can simulate the statistics here, right? So that is the giving the flexibility for the data science engineer, the machine ML engineer, or the education, those who are in the educational background, right, to use Jupyter. Now, next comes how to install the Jupyter. See, if you are using the Anaconda, right, then it is coming with by default Jupyter notebook, you will get it. If you are not using, then simply use this command that is called the pip. So one of the good thing, let me tell you, in the Python is that in case you want to install any IDE, or let's say any library you want to install, right, simply give the pip and then give this command. So pip install notebook, Jupyter notebook, it will start installing the Jupyter in your setup. Okay. Now, so where you can do that, you can do on the Python itself. You can do in the Python itself here, right? So let me show you one more thing here in the Python. So what I will do, let me open the Python cmd. So I am giving the cmd command here. This is my path, right, and Python. So it will give us the Python instruction here. I mean the Python version 3.13.5. Okay. And let's say I have to install the, so what I will do, the pip install notebook, or here, look at this, what is telling, pip install notebook, syntax error, invalid syntax. Okay, syntax is not valid. So what I will do, something is missing, pip space install space u j u p y t e r Jupyter notebook. Let's see, it's giving pip install Jupyter notebook, syntax invalid syntax. Okay, something is invalid. Okay, let me go through the another approach. So what I will do, go through the Jupyter notebook. Okay, let me directly click on the Jupyter notebook and it will open the notebook. Okay, so just wait. Jupyter notebook, so it will lead towards the jupyter.org. Okay, this is the original website of the Jupyter. And okay, so just wait. What I will do is that go on the file, the new, and either you can do through the console or you can open the notebook and type your code. So I am preferring the Jupyter notebook here. So let it open Jupyter notebook. Here is the Jupyter notebook array. Okay, so this is the kernel version. Okay, select, no issue. So it's already kernel version is selected, and here you can do the OD. Okay, so like you can do something like a print and hello simply. Okay, and then just, if you see this is a line, right, then here is the run instruction, right? So you can hit it directly, run selected cell, and let me see, still it is kernel is done upgrading or something, it is running, right? So just wait for the kernel. So this is the way, I mean, just I am trying to show you is that open the Jupyter, you don't need to install, directly open the notebook, write your code, run it, and you can see the output as well. Okay, but I am not preferring Jupyter. My preferred one is that Kaggle, which I will show you. This is very easy. YZ, as you can see, now kernel is already replicated. Now it is showing that something issue is there. So let's say error use of undeclared identifier print. Okay. So it is telling that under the line 1, print is having something issues. So let me see again. Print and then this hello, and let's see. It is run this cell. Okay, process parsing failed. Why? Unselected cell. Something issue is there. Okay, one more time. Let me try. Hello. Hello. Okay, closed. Let's see it. Run it. Unselected cell. But it's giving the error something. Use of undeclared identifier print. Why we need to declare? Okay, hold on. Print is okay. It should not give me. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me open the Kaggle and let's see run the same code. Okay, so that what I'm going to do here. So what I'm going to do is that create a notebook. Okay, so I am opening the new Kaggle notebook editor and let it open. As you can see, the editor is loading. Okay, so let it load it. By the way, this is very good tool. This is the cloud based platform where you don't need to you don't need resource to do that. This gives the flexibility to always having the huge set of memory are available here. So now I have just click it on the session starting. So right now you can see. And now again this is using the Jupyter notebook. So rather than going directly on the Jupyter notepad, use the Kaggle, right? It will also gives the flexibility for the Jupyter notebook. But the good thing is that this has already inbuilt library, right? So you don't need to import the library. All the libraries already imported, right? Except the few which you need for the advanced for the plotting kind of sometimes of visualization purpose. Otherwise it is very, as you can see the draft session, as you can see the detail, right? If you click here it will give you that session 0 minutes. So right now no session is started. Disk 2.3 GB, maximum is 57.6 zip gig disk space are there. CPU utilization 0, RAM is like I see 451.2 or 1 MB is used, maximum 30 GB RAM. So it gives you the huge resource, right? So even not only the coding you can do, you can build the project. Rather, in case you want to train your own model, you can also do that here due to the already it is free of cost. It's open source. So I prefer this one. So just click on the code. Now I'm writing the code. Let's see. Print. Then I'm giving hello Rajesh. Okay. So I have typed the print hello Rajesh. Now just execute the cell. Look at this output. How simple. Hello Rajesh. Right? Same way you can do one more time. So print, I will do welcome you all in Python session. That's done. And let's hit it. Look at this. Hello Rajesh print. And after that, welcome you all in Python sessions. This is very useful platform are there where not only you can write the code, run the code, as well you can also debug the code. And the good thing is that look at the feature of this one which gives you that daily basis competition are happening. This is since it's open source, so there are huge community are there which is sharing their knowledge view here, right? So I'm not going in that much detail at this point, just to show you that all the ID which we're discussing here, right? So till now we have seen it all the three ID, right? let's see some of the cons part. Not ideal for production or large scale projects. Requires a browser and runs as a local server. You need to have either you run on the browser or local server. Can be hard to debug code across multiple cell. In case you are having the multiple logic you have write on through the multiple cell. Cell means let's say one statement I have written, right? Then again you have written the next logic, right? So if you have multiple cell, then debug becomes tough in the Jupyter platform, right? So that's the reason developer mostly use the Microsoft VS Code rather than Jupyter notebook. So each ID having the certain pros and cons. It's your choice. It is a individual choice which one they want to prefer it. Thank you. See you in the next session.